Hello all, my name is Pablo to Reaction. Guys, today we are gonna react again to music of Drakengard 3, and today we got a premium request of a Crystal Wolf. Thank you for becoming level 3 member of the channel, the first level 3 membership of the channel. And today, because of that, we're gonna react to this team, and also we're gonna do a small analysis about it, because we like the music of... I know this is not Nier, this is a different game, but it's like in the same universe, so it's quite similar. So I'm gonna read the request in case you want to see, and then we're gonna move to the reaction. Okay, this was the request of Crystal Wolf, okay, the level 3 member of the channel, okay, really thank you for that. That says, since I had been raking my brain already for a month, and since you have been playing through Nier Replicant the song Kuroi by Aoi, which is the main theme of Drakengard 3, which is the first game chronologically in the Drakengard Nier series. Okay, this is really important, guys. I don't know if you know, but in the stream right now, I'm playing Nier Replicant. I already finished the first ending, and I really want to try to achieve like the second, third, on like the other ones, before starting Nier Automata. Also, if you don't know, guys, Nier Automata is gonna be the next series in the channel. I think because I am really like focused right now in Replicant, I really want to continue with the story. So that's the main reason because I decided to continue in that order. But I never played Drakengard 3. I asked for you guys if you want me to play Drakengard 3 before Nier Replicant, and they say it's a different story. Maybe it's a different game, or they connect in some way to Automata. So maybe I don't want the spoilers, guys. I don't want spoilers of Automata. You can give me the context of Drakengard in case you want, and also some like context with the connection. But please avoid the spoilers of Automata because I'm gonna start it probably like in 1 week or 2 weeks, because I don't know how long it's gonna take me to finish a Replicant fully. As I say, I already finished the first ending, but I think there are 5 endings, and guys, you want me to react to every single one of them. So okay, guys, today we are gonna react to this theme called Kuroi. Okay, I think this is the main theme of Drakengard 3, and as I said before, guys, we are gonna react to it, and after that we are gonna do a small analysis about it. In the case of the music, on the music, of course, because I don't want to enter in the story because I'm gonna get lost, and as I said before, really want to like be careful with the spoilers of Automata. It's a game that I really want to play, and we're gonna start probably in a couple of weeks, guys. So we're gonna start with Kuroi. Sorry, guys, I hope you like the reaction, guys. Let's go. Okay, really beautiful piano. A little bit nostalgic and sad. Okay, really wasn't expecting this. It's simple but so beautiful. And I think it's the same voice of Replicant and Automata for the things I listen in my streams. There's like a violin in the background, a really high-pitched instrument. So beautiful. Really feels like a Nier theme. Same bass. I think the composer is not Keiichi Okabe, but the voice is the same. That was Aoi, the composer, not Keiichi Okabe. So beautiful. And the only 3 elements in the theme. You hear the voice, you hear the piano, and also that background like a strange like noise. Like some like metal stuff sounding. Really like it, really like it. And of course the violins. guys, change to a more like a energetic transition. Really like it, really like it. No way, guys, what is this? What is this? I know it's a different game and I'm gonna respect that, but it feels so similar to new music. And this is once I react before. No way, guys. Okay, guys, I think so far this is one of my favorite themes in the new series. I know this is a different game, I'm gonna respect that, but again, it's a really beautiful theme. That violin is so perfect. Also, something I really like is that church bell in the background. That element, I don't know why they use it, but it's so amazing. Fits really well with the theme. The piano, the violin, guys. My favorite combination, that beautiful voice. Okay, I think that's it. Okay, really amazing recommendation. Really wasn't expecting this. I know the music is similar to the theme of Sneer, but really wasn't expecting this. It's a really amazing theme. I'm gonna say a quick comments before doing the analysis, because I say before this request. Also, I got an analysis with it. It's a really beautiful theme. Starts in a really calm way, as you can see, guys. Only the piano. It has a piano solo, then starts to like the beautiful voice that, if I remember correct, is the same voice of the music of Nier Replicant. At least like in Song of the Ancients, I think. Maybe a beautiful song. I need to check it. No, beautiful song, no, sorry. The Kindness Salvation. I think so. I need to check it. I'm gonna check it after this, because sometimes I get messed with the music. But for sure, it's the same music. I know the composer is Keiichi Okabe, the composer of Nier series, of Nier Replicant and Automata. This is a different composer, but it keeps like the same structure. I need to also check the year about Drakengard 3, because now you need to like check all the context to do the analysis. But it's not like, it's a really beautiful theme. It's a really beautiful theme. It's so complex, like the transition to a more energetic like theme. Feels really well. Feels like a really complex fight. I don't know if it's like, this is the main theme, so I don't know the context inside the game. So maybe I'm not gonna play Drakengard, because I really want to play Automata and Replicant. Maybe at least for now. So in case you can leave a little bit of context. Without any important spoilers, go guys. I can like check it out, because now I have the context of the team, because it's a really powerful team. Maybe for me it's at the level of Song of the Ancients, one of my favorite teams of Nier Replicant, and more with the popular Nebula version at the end is so perfect. I think we miss like a second voice here, but in that case it's a really beautiful team. So I don't know, guys. So I'm gonna do a really quick. I'm gonna listen to him a couple of times. I'm gonna check about the context in the case of the year, in the case of maybe on the timeline, to have more like idea of this. And also I'm gonna check the composer, the voice, like the voice of the team, that I'm not 90% sure is the same voice of Nier Replicant. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna come back in 2 seconds, and we are gonna talk about it. So let's go in 2 seconds. Okay, guys, we are back. I already seen the teams a couple of times. So before the analysis, I'm gonna do like a quick context that I found that I think is important for the reaction to know like the timeline and like the context between it. So first, we're gonna say that this is a game, Drakengard 3 from the year 2013. Okay, and for things I remember, Nier, the original version, that is also called I think Gestalt, is a game from the year 2010. Okay, so this means that Drakengard 3 was released after Nier Normal. I'm not gonna say about Replicant because I know Replicant is like a different version from the year 2000. If I remember, 21 or 20. 2021. The game that we are playing in the stream right now is again 2021. Okay, so another context is that Drakengard is a game that comes after Replicant. Okay, that's really important to say. Not Replicant, I'm gonna say just Nier, to not get confused with the other stuff, because for the things I play, I know there is like a new content in Nier Replicant compared to the original Nier. Okay, I'm not gonna say anything about Automata, okay, now we're gonna move about it with the context. This is only important for the time lapse. I'm not gonna read anything about the spoilers. Also gonna try to avoid a little bit about like the inside game. But in the case of the inside the game, for the things I can see, the original Drakengard takes place in the year 1099. Okay, so it's quite old, the original Drakengard. So for the things I read of you, they say that Drakengard 3 and 1 and 2 is a game that is a completely different game. I know it's the same universe, but they give a lot of importance to Drakengard 3. So probably in the case of jugability and like the quality of the game, it's a better game. So okay, so Drakengard 2 takes place in a couple days later, and Drakengard 3 takes place about a century before the first Nier Replicant. Okay, so if Nier Replicant originally took place, if I remember, in 2025, 26, if I remember correct, for the prologue of Nier Replicant, and then moves to 1500 years after, with the replicants, with everything like that. So this means that this is a game from the year 1900, probably. Okay, so an Automata, this is a spoiler for me, but Automata takes place in the year almost 12,000. Okay, so for sure Automata is completely different. I'm gonna not enter in in that place right now, because as I said before, I really want to play Automata, so I'm not gonna enter in that place. But okay, so now in the timelines we can see that Drakengard 3 is really close to Replicant, at least like in the first part. I know Replicant moves like to more years after like the prologue, with like the part with my sister, with Popola, Debola, all the things that happen with the meal, of course. Of course, I know the context of in Replicant because I played the game. I don't know the ending so far because I need to continue with the second ending. But okay, that's like the context we have. Also, something important to say is that, of course, I wasn't wrong. Amy Evans, was the singer in this team, and also she was the same singer of the teams of Automata and Replicant that we listen inside the channel. That's something really, really important, guys. This voice is so perfect. It's so perfect. I think it's like this. I don't know. It's like the seal that have like this seal of Nier. This amazing voice, and in this team is not. It's like the same. It's like the same voice. So perfect, guys. Okay, so that's like the quick context I found like in the case of the games. Okay, now we're gonna move to the analysis of the team, guys. So I come back in 2 seconds. Okay, guys, I'm back. I already listened to the team a couple of times, maybe 3 or 4 times. It's a really beautiful team. It's a really complex team. It's divided in a lot of phases that we're gonna talk in a moment, guys. So first, we are gonna talk like the main feelings like this team gave me. It's important to say that I don't know the context of the team. I only like wanna focus on the music and in the instruments, like in the expression of like the artist. I want to tell me. I don't gonna read the context because in case there's some spoilers with Automata and Replicant, I don't want to enter in that place. But okay, guys, of course, the main feeling that this like a team gave to me is like that a feeling of like tragedy, maybe pain, a little bit of sacrifice, because the team is a really like a sad team. At least with all like the teams I already got from Replicant that I can relate with this. Also, there's a section I'm gonna talk about it. The teams I relate with Replicant. In the case for the music, I already know. Of course, like my main feeling of this is like the tragedy. It's a sacrifice. I don't know the context, but this is like the main theme of the game. Probably this is related with the main character of the game. So maybe there's a story like that, full of sacrifice, like the one we have with Nier, with our sister, with all everything what happened there. Also, we want to say with Debola Popolam, the characters of Nier Replicant that have a really, really sad story also. So that's like in the main like feeling I got for this team. Tragedy, sacrifice, a little bit of pain. So I don't know if I'm correct, just gonna guess, guys, I'm just gonna guess, and at the end, in case I'm wrong, you can leave on the comments the corrections or the true story about it, but this is only like my first impression. Okay, guys, also similar to say, like they say in the last part, this voice is Amy Evans. This is the same voice of Replicant and Automata, the teams we heard. So of course, guys, if you know the story of Replicant, it's full of like sacrifices, full of like pain. Mostly it's a really sad story for the things that we see in these live streams, guys. So probably this is a thing related with that. Okay, guys, now we are gonna move to inside the game. I'm gonna try to put like the music like inside it, like in case you want to see like what I'm talking about. Also, I'm gonna listen at the same time in case to say like more about the context. But okay, it's important to say, guys, that this theme for me personally is divided in 7 phases. I'm gonna take these phases not like transitions, it's more like maybe subtle changes inside the music. For example, the first phase for me is introduction, is that really beautiful piano that we are gonna listen right now, in case you want to like to hear it also. That really beautiful piano in the background, a little bit maybe like sad, a little bit maybe like nostalgic. Maybe only the piano doesn't tell us a lot, but it's only like 3 seconds of the music if you hear this piano. And then there is like a small transition. Also, I'm gonna say a small transition because it's not like so like maybe not like so like important and like abrupt compared to the ones we are gonna see next. But of course, guys, the next transition is right now. It's in the second number 30, and there's like that introduction to the boss of Amy Evans. So beautiful. Of course, important to say, this language is a language of chaos. I'm not gonna try to understand the lyrics because it's gonna be impossible. It's gonna be like made in abyss. There is no like full meaning, only like maybe like the meaning you want to give to the song, of course. So that's like the second transition, as you can see, guys. Then it's like the transition to the violin in the background that you can hear right now. Also, it's really subtle. As I say, maybe it's not like a phase. It's like a transition, because there's a slow implementation of a lot of instruments, and now it's like that violin in the background, as you can hear, guys. And then of course we are gonna move to the next transition that you're gonna see right now. Is that like a slow, really beautiful like percussion in the background. It's a really like, I don't know how to say it, but there's like a lot of like percussion, giving some metal stuff to the theme, bringing a lot of contrast to the theme. Okay, guys, you are listening what I'm listening right now. Is that the reason because I'm speaking like this? It's still like slow part, slow version, so nostalgic, so soft. But now we have 4 elements. We have, of course, the piano, the violin, the voice, and the percussion. Okay, guys, so this is like the 4th phase I identify. Of course, we are missing the biggest transition in the team yet. The big transition, and personally my favorite part of the team, brings me a lot of nostalgia about new Replicant music. But again, guys, in that part you can really feel like the tragedy. So guys, we are gonna move it because that part is in the second 2 to 36, 35 that I'm gonna put right now in case you want to listen, guys. So okay, in this part is a big transition. It's like the climax of the theme. Of course, we can listen to some clock bells in the background, clock towers, sounds that I really like. We have more like intensity, more like energetic in the theme with that beautiful voice. This brings me a lot of memories of the music we'd listen, maybe like in Song of the Ancients' Fate, like the battle between Popol and Deola and ourselves at the ending of the theme. We can see like that tragedy, that sacrifice at the end. That's so perfect, so perfect. You can hear, guys, of course, like the bells in the background, the short like the short clock, the clock. You know, that is a really like element that I really like. Okay, guys, you can listen it, you can feel it. It's a really amazing part of the theme. Okay, the violin, as you can see, guys, so perfect, guys. Now we are gonna move to this next transition that is in the minute 434. That is like a transition to a more soft part again. Like after the climax, start again to a more like, how to say it? Maybe like a more like a ending part. Or at least like a preparation for the ending, because still this is not the last phase. We still need to hear one more phase. But this is like with the cello in the background, a really soft part, so beautiful. But again, guys, I'm gonna speak about a little bit of the context at the ending, if you can listen right now. And then, of course, guys, we're gonna to the final phase, one of my favorites, with that beautiful piano in the minute 528. That is like the beginning, guys. This is like a prologue, and the ending is like a mirror of this song, because we start in a really powerful way, and then we like it's a transition to a more like light way, like the beginning, guys. So it's a really beautiful theme. You can listen to that in the background. It's a really like, maybe we are gonna say complex theme. At least looking in the last phases, we're gonna say like in the transition of the 5th phase, there is like that big contrast, so similar, but at the ending is so soft like the beginning. So as I said before, guys, my main emotion of this theme is like the sacrifice, the pain, a little bit of darkness also, maybe in the transition, but also a little bit of light. I don't know if this is related with the main character. I don't know the name of that character. For sure it's gonna be ups and downs, light and darkness, like in Replicant. I don't know. This is like my departing point that I'm gonna say. But I don't know, guys. So this is like a Kuroi, a really beautiful theme. Also, I'm gonna compare with some themes that I listen from a Replicant. I'm not gonna compare Automata because I don't know the context. I know themes from Automata that I really like, but in the case of Replicant, I'm gonna talk about it because it's a theme the game I already play. So of course, guys, we are gonna start with Ashes of Dreams. I think this is like the main theme that relate with this because it's full of tragedy, it's full of darkness with the story that happens that with our sister that go away, with all the pain you got inside the team. And this in the second part of the game that our sister go missing. Jonah, of course. So this is like the first like element we found with Ashes of Dreams. Of course, there is the transition to like the climax that I really relate a lot with Song of the Ancients' Fate. The version that plays when Debola and Popola is on a fight at the ending of the game. It's a really painful part because you can see like the, I don't know, maybe like the pain or like the anger of those characters because they want to like commit their purpose. And of course, ours as replicants, we like, how is it? We like want to live because of course our body, our true body is become a shadow, a shade, sorry. And there's like the true like guest of the true forms, and now the replicants want to live. So that's like the main like conflict we found in Replicant. We relate with Song of Fates, this part of the theme. I don't know the relation, but like the main meaning I found. And of course there are elements of Keiichi Salvation. For me, Keiichi Salvation was a happy part of the music because it's like always the theme that sounds when you like save Kaine, or I don't know when like you feel Kaine. But after starting the second run of the game, you can really like hear Keiichi Salvation with like the sad story with the mother and her like grandmother. You know the sad story. That's like the part only I know of the game. That's like the last part I still of Replicant. But I can say that also Keiichi Salvation is a really sad story with everything that happened to Kaine. But we can relate that theme a lot with this part of the music. And of course, at the end, we have some like sacrifice inside the theme. We can relate with the meal sacrifice, a really beautiful thing, one of my favorites. And of course, at the ending, the intensity, the complexity, and the darkness is of Shadow Lord. That's the themes I can relate with Drakengard 3 in the case that the themes I know. It's a really complex theme, as I said before. Kuroi is a really complex theme, one of my favorites probably. But I don't know, guys, you can really feel like the darkness, the pain, the sacrifice. I don't know, maybe some death. I don't know if there's like some relation with that. I need first to know the context. You can know the context in the comments because we need like some experts, I don't know, maybe like some comments. But I say, guys, this is a really complex theme. It's a really beautiful theme. Really like it, really like it. Really want to hear more music about it. Or maybe in the future I can play the game. Again, guys, after Automata, I don't know what I can play. I'm gonna probably do a votation in case you want me to help with that. But it's a really beautiful theme, guys. So, okay, guys, that's Kuroi of Drakengard 3. And a really beautiful theme, also a really tragic theme, a really also nostalgic theme. So there's a lot of emotions combined like in the same time with the things I heard. But guys, that's the magic of the music of Nier, the universe of Nier, I'm gonna say, to not like also like insult some of the fans of Drakengard. This is like the Nier universe, including Drakengard, Automata, and Replicant. That's so beautiful, guys. So guys, I hope you liked the reaction. If you liked the video, leave a comment down below. If you want to recommend music, it can be more Drakengard 3. Of course, Nier Replicant no, because I already finished the game. Automata, I'm gonna start it in a couple of weeks, so maybe we are gonna avoid Automata for now, guys, but we can react to more teams of Drakengard. So guys, I hope you liked the reaction. If you liked the video, leave a comment down below. And bye bye.